believe I am live. Welcome, everyone, and anyone who is joining this impromptu surprise episode of Dynasty Theory with your one and only FF Coach Dan. Uh, the Bauer Club's probably sitting down watching Hallmark right now with the missus, and Dino Mitch is, doing imperative things to this for the state of Utah. But I wanted to drop in here today because the kid in me is collecting some cards and wanted to do a special unboxing. I've seen on our Discord some of our members ask, what card should I collect? I'm getting back into the hobby with my son, something that I've been doing. So I'm here today for that reason. And a little Q&A, if anyone does happen to pop on the chat, I will answer any Dynasty, DFS, redraft questions anyone may have. As we enter week 10 of the NFL season, 10 of 18, things are really picking up and getting exciting. Happen to have today off, honoring Veterans Day. A special shout out and thank you to any of our veterans listening in our Discord. Just a thank you for your service. Much appreciated. And with that, I'm going to dive in here, man. It's been a fun fantasy football season so far. DFS, I've been heating up lately. Dynasty, I'd say half of my 16 teams are in playoff contention, maybe a little bit more, but half of them are really strong right now. And today, I'm going to start with a little bit of unboxing. Bowman Chrome. These cards are hot, man. First look, Caleb Williams, all of the 2023 rookies, their first cards, chance of an autograph, 2 Chrome autograph cards per box. These are sweet. I went to the shop today, picked up some cards, man, a couple Phillies rookies, Brandon Marsh, Bryson Stott. I'm mainly a football guy when I buy boxes and packs, so I'm a Phillies fan. I just picked up a couple of those guys. Everybody knows I'm a Dallas fan, so I went and picked up 4 Micah Parson rookies, or 3 actually, that I don't think are my collection. And then just to show I'm not a bandwagon hopper here, little Harvey Martin, numbered to 1,000. Paid $2 for that one. So got a few individual cards. Had to pick up one of these big, huge boxes for storage. They kind of come in handy. And then the box of Chrome. Yeah, man, I see we have the Mile High Luke on here. Yes, I am ripping a box, man. I'm about to rip it open right now. Bowman Chrome. I think it was like 129 for the box, somewhere around that range. But unlike when we were collecting when we were younger, showing my age here again, where I used to get boxes on the cheap and everything was worth something. Now, if they're not autographed, numbered, rare, or graded, PSA graded, it's really tough to find that value. So there's something fun about just taking the plastic off these boxes. Trying to be a little extra careful too. Want to make sure everything comes out of this box in mint condition. I got a couple hard plastics ready for the 2 autographs that come in the box. Hoping for the Caleb Williams, maybe a Shiloh Sanders, or my boy Brock Bowers out of Georgia. We'll see what we got. There are 24 packs in this box, which is nice because most of the expensive cards where you could get an autograph, you get like 4 packs in a box or something really rare. There are 4 cards, only 4 cards in a pack, but there are 24 packs. We're going to start with the first one here. And again, anyone in the chat, you got any fantasy football cards questions while I am opening packs, I'm glad to ask them. We'll start with one here from Mile High Luke. Dynasty, just out of the playoffs in my $250 FFPC Dynasty team. So a little higher stakes. I love that. You offered your 24 first and second for Pickens and Amari Cooper. Pair them with Hopkins, JSN, and Mims. Just out of the playoffs. So if you are out of the play, or you're close to the playoffs, in other words, close to getting into contention, hey, if you got a shot, I always say, if you can get in the dance, you got a shot at winning. We've had teams that are loaded and let you down, and teams that are just kind of on the fringe and they make a run and they win the money. And that's the goal of Dynasty. I know I got some friends that every year they're just trading, getting draft picks, but they're never contending. You got to win once at least to cover your return on investment. So I've always been a Pickens guy. I'm a Georgia fan. I like his talent. He's still maturing this year. I've seen that. And there's still some concerns in that Pittsburgh offense. But I like Pickens. Is he worth a first? You're probably looking at a mid-first you're trading and a mid-second. I'd say Pickens is worth a mid-first and Cooper's worth a mid-second. But the question is, where do you start him, Luke? I love Nuke this week in week 10. He's got a nice matchup. I like Tyreek Hill. I mean, everyone does love him. He's a stud. JSN's got a bright future. Just a little crowded in that Seattle receiver room right now. And then Mims is kind of a look at him next year. So if you're competing, you want to find someone to start over Marvin Mims right now. And then it's nice to play the matchups with JSN. Cooper's the guy in Cleveland. So for this year, for that mid-second, I think Amari Cooper could definitely help you. And you can't lose with Hill on the bye. So I think that's where Cooper and Pickens come in right now. You would start Cooper, Pickens, Hopkins, and probably JSN and put yourself in a good position. And even if it doesn't pan out for you, I don't think it's one of those trades. Because I always say be careful. You don't want to make a trade that it doesn't pan out, and then you're regretting trading that first and second. I don't think you regret it because you're going to have George Pickens, which is probably going to be your guy with Tyreek Hill and JSN. You ride Nuke as long as you've got him or you try to trade him. So I like the trade for you. Those that know me, I mean, gauge the owner, man. If he's looking to move, he really just gobbling up picks looking to trade. If you could get a little something thrown in, some fab, a third, a fourth, just a little something bonus, can't hurt to ask. Maybe keep that trade offer on the table. But I definitely like it. I should probably be putting my phone on silent here. All right. First pack here, man. But I like that trade. If you're in contention and you're going for it, I'm a Pickens guy. I think he's got a bright future. He's very young. And I'm a Coop guy, too. You see there's a jersey up right above me there, the Mari Cooper autograph jersey. Two definitely my favorite guys. All right, first pack. These cards are pretty sharp, glossy. I mean, they pretty much come in mint condition. Just a matter of how sharp the edges are. Got Cooper Legis, Cameron Ward. I'm going to show the nice cards. Oh, yeah, there's the first one. He'll be on a lot of fantasy teams next year. Early risers, J.J. McCarthy. So there's going to be a quarterback in everybody's super flex lineups next year. That's a sharp card. Now, it's not autographed. Looks a little shiny there. So that might be a refractor, too. The real shiny ones are even a little more rare. So that's a valuable rookie card. And then I got Christian Vizina out of Clemson. That one's got a little bit of a purple to it. They come in different colors. Again, more rare, the more money. We're going to put McCarthy here in a hard plastic. All right, you already got it accepted in one of my opinions. So, hey, man, I like that trade. If you got it accepted, you got yourself two studs. And hopefully it's enough to take you over the top and win your league this year or make a run and get some cash back. But no matter what the outcome is, I think you'll be in great shape with Pickens and Cooper. And guys like Cooper and Hopkins, they're valuable and they help you win. And I like having them on your dynasty rosters. But then I also, in the same breath, try to trade them all season. Because as they get into the 30s, that cliff's coming soon. That cliff is definitely coming soon. All right, next pack. All right, Rome Odunze, Washington, Carson Steele, UCLA. First autograph. Now, no, we got two autographs per pack. So this is really the difference in the pack. Unfortunately for me, autograph number one is a linebacker, a defensive player, Bauer, if you're listening now or later. Harold Perkins out of LSU. If there's any LSU fans, I'll sell you this card. All right. If not, it might be going on eBay. And then I got Matthew Golden, wide receiver at Houston. Again, really nice looking cards. We're trying to get those stud rookie players for next year. Trying to get the Shedeur Sanders, the Brock Bowers. Then I did get a nice J.J. McCarthy before, which was really nice. I'm still showing your comment there, Luke. All right, one autograph. I'll put it in a hard plastic. It's still hard plastic worthy. And a lot of these autographs, if you get a refractor too or a numbered card, this card is not numbered. All right. Autographs are two per box. One autograph. So there's one more autograph in this box at least. Hopefully it's a stud. Love that just sound of the wrapper. I'm like a big kid. It never gets old opening cards. Damian Martinez. I see a real shiny card coming up in this pack. Jackson Dart, quarterback of Ole Miss. I'll try to unveil this one. Be surprised together. Alabama. That's always good, Alabama, right? Oh, we know who that is. Ooh, wrong one. Look at that card. Corner out of Alabama. Kool-Aid McKinstry. That's a sharp-looking card. This is one of the 1955 Bowman throwbacks. You see like the little old school back. This is another little bit of a rare, harder to get card. I believe it's a refractor. Mason Smith, Jackson Dart. That is it out of that pack. So a few nice cards. I wouldn't say I've struck gold yet. It's nice to have like the first J.J. McCarthy card out there and a special insert. These cards will definitely gain value as these guys go pro. We know what teams they're going on. Sometimes I'll sell like one or two best cards out of a box on eBay, get my money back on the box, and then the rest of the cards stay in my collection. You see how these guys do over time. Next pack, Will Shepard, Jurin Dixie, Oregon. Autograph number 2. So early in the box, I'm going to lose my viewers early here. Man, want any Panini, 1 RPA of Ritter. I do love Panini. I always tell, like, so we've had some people in our Discord just getting back into collecting. They say, what cards to collect? Man, you can't go wrong with Panini cards. I am not a Desmond Ritter guy, though. So in my collection, I have, if it's a Dallas Cowboy card, I am in. If it's a Georgia Bulldog, maybe he's in unless he goes to the Eagles. Autograph number 2 here. It's a running back out of Baylor. I'm going to have to watch some film here. Richard Reese. All right. I know he's not a first-round running back, so this isn't like getting a Bijan or somebody, but, you know, we'll see. I'm going to have to do a little study. And I've been following the big prospects getting ready for next year's draft. I haven't done a deep diver into film study. I do that after the season ends. But we got an autograph running back, Richard Reese out of Baylor. Now, Pickens auto, I see you saying that there, Mile High. So you're collecting cards. I love that, man. I'm definitely a Pickens guy. All right. Next pack here. Hopefully we get a little more luck and we get an extra autograph out of this box, because those two guys did not excite me. If you remember, some of our listeners, I opened one year and I got a Jamar Chase 101. That was sweet. Autograph. That was, I forget what brand that was. It was a while ago. All right. Kyle McLeod, quarterback, Ohio State. Getting really nice cards here. Bowman Chrome does a great job. Solomon DeShields, linebacker, Pitt. Woo, here's a sweet card coming up. I'm going to hide it a little bit here. I'll unveil it again. All right. We all know we want this guy on our dynasty team next year. An early riser, Marvin Harrison Jr. Look at that beauty. That's sharp. Again, not numbered, not autographed. Very good card. If you're collecting Marvin Harrison, it's one that you're going to want. I would say it's hard plastic worthy, so it is going to go right in a hard plastic here. All right. One sec here. Son's texting me. All right. Next pack. Can't wait for week 10 of the NFL season coming up. We got 9 more weeks, man. Each week is getting more and more critical. Looking forward to what's ahead. Here's a nice one. Running back Louisville, Jawhar Jordan. This card's got an orange tint to it, right? So that told me it was a special refractor. I can't talk now. Number 10 of 25. I have to get him on some dynasty rosters next year with this rare refractor rookie card. Jawhar Jordan, running back out of Louisville. Woo! Remember those 1955 Bowman inserts I was telling you about? How about Caleb Williams, baby? That is sweet. Old school throwback card, Caleb Williams. Wow, that's pretty. That's going right in a hard plastic as well. So it's nice, man. This is the first Caleb Williams card, to my knowledge, that's issued. I know Leaf sometimes offers some earlier cards, but they're not really as nice. That is a sweet Caleb Williams. All right, next pack here. So we're starting to get some really good ones. We're getting a few cards that are hard plastic worthy. Do I like wild cards? A sick Kenny Walker, 5 of 5. I got Kenny Walker on some dynasty teams, man. I know Charbonnet's getting into the carries a little bit there. Again, not a card I collect. I don't collect everything. Like I buy the boxes more just for the fun of the boxes. Hope to get some Cowboys cards in there or that rare rookie that I could trade, sell, do something with. Mile High Luke, it sounds like you've gotten some good ones as well, man. All right, next pack here. So already getting some great rookies, some great refractors, some numbered cards, a couple autographs. Pulled nice J.J. McCarthy and Marvin Harrison early risers. I've got a couple teams, dynasty teams. My first ever rebuild this year. I've never rebuilt the team. I'm always one that wants to go for the money and contend every year, trade my draft picks. I do have one rebuilding team where I've stocked up some draft picks, man. So I'll be, and I got a couple more first in a couple leagues, but a lot of leagues I've traded my picks. Jonathan Hall, what's up, man? Yeah, it's solo Dan today, man. Just on the fly, a rare day off from work. I'm done coaching the young kids. Says I'm going to buy some cards and hop on Dynasty here. If anyone's got any questions, Dynasty questions, feel free to ask. Nice Xavier Worthy rookie card from Texas there. That's another shiny, another one of those Bowman throwbacks. Antonio Williams out of Clemson. So some really nice cards here. Next pack. I know, Jonathan, it's a shock that I actually have draft picks. And I keep saying every year, I go, this is the year. I'm not trading the picks. I wanted to stock more for Brock Bowers. I'm going to be trading everybody and their mom for when they draft Brock Bowers this year. But I do have a couple leagues where I save my ones. I think I just traded another first this week because I have a contending team where I know it's going to be mid to late. And that's really my thought process. If the pick's going to be mid to late, if I just try to trade guys that are going to keep value. I'm not going to be disappointed the next year, similar to Mile High Luke did, trading his first and second for Pickens and Cooper. He's got a team that could contend. We're facing those bye weeks. You need those wins. And I try to trade him a little earlier. It really comes down to my draft analysis. If I'm trading the picks for guys who are going to be good, like one that didn't work out great this year, it's not a bust by any means, but I traded, I think, a couple firsts for James Cook. And I think I got some other guys in the trade, and Cook's been fine. But that Buffalo, you just can't have running backs in Buffalo. Antonio Gates Jr., man. I guess his son. I love the pedigree type guys, man, like Marvin Harrison Jr. Here's Antonio Gates Jr. I just think these kind of guys are genetically gifted. They've got NFL parent coaching them. There's a good chance that they turn into something. Mile High Luke with another scenario here. Other single quarterback. They still have those leagues, Luke. 0-9 and just sunk to last place intentionally. I'm thinking so hard to pair Mahomes with MHJ next year. Me and place 11 are neck and neck for last. So hey, if you're neck and neck for last, man, get those points off your roster. If you have conviction in the guy you want number one, or even if you didn't have conviction, it's good to have that. So you have the whole offseason to study. When that redraft comes, that rookie draft comes, you get your guy as opposed to having to trade to get your guy at that point. So I would definitely get those points off of your roster. So you got a rebuilding roster as well. All right, Jonathan agrees, man. Send those points away. Yeah, James Cook being a bummer, man. It's something about like Kansas City and Buffalo, even Cincinnati to a degree. At one time, I used to think, hey, it's good having those guys and those offenses because they're going to score points every week. And yeah, maybe the floor is a little bit better than other running backs, but they are pass first all the time. And they're not getting like the Kamara CMC type receptions that make it kind of worthy. In the future, I'm very, even now, I'd be reluctant to go after a Pacheco or a James Cook. Not that those guys can't help you on a bye week, but if I'm trading a first round pick, I'm not really confident that guy is going to be, that much value years to come or help me enough to win this year. And oh, baby, look at this card here. That's sweet. USC, Ramblin' Men, Mario Williams. That's a beauty. These are really nice cards. So another insert, not numbered, but oh, baby, another sweet one. Looks like a refractor. Shiloh Sanders rookie, man. We talk pedigree again, man. You got Deion Sanders type genes in you. There's good things to come, man. He's had some O-line problems there in Colorado. That's a team that is still building under Coach Prime. I'm a big Coach Prime fan. Obviously, he was a Cowboy, but that is a sweet Shiloh, man. Right in a hard plastic goes Mr. Shiloh Sanders. That's a beauty. All right, pumped to get that card, man. I was like sorting through individual cards in the card shop today, and I saw Shiloh Sanders. Like, oh man! And then I was like, he happened to have the box of Bowman Chrome. I says, I'm going all in today. I'll get some Shilohs. There's my first Shiloh Sanders card. Just sold Henry this week. Derrick Henry, luckily for mid-first in 2024. What can I sell Lockett for? Yeah, man, Derrick Henry, he's kind of an interesting one. I think he's like a genetic freak, so he just is going to go away a little later than your average running back his age. But if you can get a mid-first in Dynasty for him, you've done well. And then what could you sell Lockett for? Lockett's kind of tricky, man, because he hasn't had the Lockett-type year. The Seattle offensive line has struggled a little bit. JSN, he's starting to warm up a little bit for us finally, but Seattle, as high as I was in the offseason, unfortunately, the O-line and Geno have not been what I have hoped for. All right. Hey, here we go. Bo Nix, rookie. Look at that Oregon beauty. Another beautiful card there. That's going to go in a separate pile. Dylan Gabriel, Grant Wells. Now, this one looks special here because, look, see that little extra shine, that extra glitter? That is a refractor. I'm not sure which kind. I'm going to have to do a little search. And I pulled up the odds. I'm not going to read them to everybody on here. But if you go to, there's a Bowman Chrome U online, and you can see the odds of every single type card. I'll look them up after the show. That's a real nice Grant Wells, quarterback, Virginia Tech. Special refractor there. That'll go to the special pile. And then another beauty. Now, this is a biased beauty here, man. But my boy, Carson Beck, Georgia Bulldogs. Could Carson Beck take them to back champions? You see over there, I got 2 Georgia hats on the fan cave there from their last 2 national champions. I need a third one, boys. We need history in Georgia. All right, we're still grinding through the packs. We've gotten 2 autographs. Haven't hit a big name autograph. I'm hoping this box is special and they slip me another one, or I get a special numbered rookie card of someone like Caleb Williams or Drake May. I haven't gotten a Drake May yet, so we're still waiting for the first Drake May of these. All right, another Carson Beck. Ooh, baby, but this Carson Beck, just like I showed you before, see that special glitter and that refractor there? That's a little bit more of a rare Carson Beck card. So first Carson Beck rookie card right here. Special refractor. My Georgia Bulldog. He gets a hard plastic for going to Georgia and being a rare refractor. How else is everybody doing in their dynasty teams, man? Any other trades you're looking to make? I've been kind of trying to leverage guys this week. I've got a couple rosters where, the league's deeper, the roster size deeper. It's a little bit harder to trade because you don't have as many trade assets. And I'm trying to find those premier guys that somebody's attracted in where I could go for 2 for 1. Trade a Saquon Barkley, and get a good running back and someone else, or trade sometimes even an elite quarterback like a Josh Allen who's been trying to do too much and Buffalo's having a little bit of struggles. Now, I won't go cheap on that, but if I could get, top 5 quarterback plus in return and multiple assets to help my team. When I did that in one league, I traded Josh Allen and I got CJ Stroud. And I also got Mike Evans and, who else did I get to help me? I forget what it was. I'll have to pull that up. It was a deep league. But just having some conviction in CJ Stroud, which I think is panning off. Hey, could you get someone that goes after that big name and then get you a soon-to-be elite quarterback that I'm going to get 15 years from, and then some other assets to help me win? All right, running back, Ohio State, Dalen Halen. Getting real nice cards. Not going to show you everyone for sake of time. No one really good in this pack. We'll go skip right to the next one. I'm going to start plowing through these packs a little bit more aggressively here, see who I could get. Anybody in the chat, again, any Dynasty, DFS, questions, advice, strategies, glad to talk. You got me today. Michael Trigg, Ole Miss, tight end, Tajay Brooks. I got some special shiny card coming up, so I'm going to take us through it here. Who's this coming up? Oh, another one of those Rambling Men refractors. USC, number 1. Look at that. Who did I get before? I got another one of these before. I got the same card. Did I get the other day that same card? I got the same card. Oh no. Marshawn Lloyd versus Mario Lloyd. See, this is how much I'm following college football right now, like as far as a deep dive. Must be brothers in USC there. The Lloyd and Williams. Oh no, I'm looking at this all wrong. Two USC studs here though. Lloyd Williams. Really nice Ramblin' Men inserts. Think I'm due for a caffeine drink soon. All right, next pack. Cam Rising, Utah. There's one for you, Mitch. Are you in the Cam Rising train? First Utah card. Dino Mitch lives in Utah. Bronson Barron, Western Kentucky quarterback. Victor Rosa. Jacob Cowing, Arizona receiver. A lot of good receivers, it looks like, coming up in this year's draft, too. Going to be a deep wide receiver draft. So if you're looking for draft picks, depending on what your roster construction and what you need, tentatively, we potentially have like 3 quarterbacks going in the first round. We'll see who all declares and whatnot. Marvin Harrison, Brock Bowers. So you got elite receiver, elite tight end. So you get a top 5 pick. I think it's gold for you. And then there's someone else is going to rise, come out of that fringe guy. One of these guys is going to be wrong. So even if you get 6, 7, when you look at the receiver depth that's there this year, great rookie class coming out. That was one of the reasons I was trying to save more draft picks this year. Just didn't do a great job of that. Let's see. Quarterback Will Rogers, Mississippi State. Nothing. Jake Garcia, quarterback Missouri. Again, some nice cards. Looking for the rare refractors, the cards that are numbered, the inserts, the autographs. Try to make this box a great one. Definitely gotten some really good rookies in Shadir Sanders, J.J. McCarthy, Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey, Frank Gore Jr., man. Again, we talk about those NFL genes. Just never know. So Frank Gore, Southern Miss. Caleb McDonald. Here's one of those purple chrome cards again. Marshawn Lloyd again, running back USC. That's a nice looking card. Plowing through, we're a little more halfway through this box. Hoping I'm a little more aggressive here. Right, let's get another Shadur out of this box here. Again, I did get one. I got one beauty there. The 55 Bowman throwback. I need another one here. Now, speaking of another one, J.J. McCarthy rookie, not Shadur, but loving that. Michigan having a great season. Emeka Ibuka, Ohio State. We know he's going to be on our fantasy teams next year. See where these guys get drafted. I watched one mock recently that has him going to Dallas. As Cooks is kind of underwhelmed and is on a 1-year contract. Gallup's kind of underwhelmed. So Dallas is probably going to do something at receiver next year to go with Lamb and Ferguson. I think Ferguson's the real deal for anyone out there. Schoonmaker, I think, is a good tight end. He's gotten a little better as the year went along after missing the first, beginning of the season a bit, coming off of an injury, missed all of camp. But I think he's going to remain the number 2. I think Ferguson's just too good. All right, another Marshawn Lloyd, running back USC. Chris Hilton, wide receiver LSU. A few good guys. Again, 4 cards per pack, 24 packs in a box. We've been crushing through them. Am I a fan of McCarthy? Right now, I'm a fan of any quarterback that's going to get drafted in the first round of the National Football League. Because if you look at the state of the quarterback position in the National Football League, it's pretty dire. All right, I'm going to look in one of our Dynasty Theory Discord League, our original one here, which I'm going to pull up the quarterbacks for this year. Let's talk about the state of the quarterback position right now. All right, beginning of it, Hurts stud, Allen stud, Mahomes stud, Lamar stud, 4 superstars, 1 through 4 in scoring this year. So they're to me, elite. Okay, then you drop down a tier. 2 is 5th in scoring. Love Tua. He's young. You're going to have him for a while. Miami owner wants to win, so I think he's going to continue to invest in that Dolphins team. Um, Kirk Cousins, hopefully he gets to play another year. It's going to be interesting to see what Minnesota does. Do they keep Cousins? Do they keep Dobbs? Dobbs is good, man. He's like Geno Smith. He just needs to be on a very good team, have a good surrounding cast around him. He could be the next Geno. I just don't know if he's going to stick, if they're going to go back to Cousins or what they're going to do. CJ Stroud, he's entering that top tier for a quarterback. It's not a scrambling quarterback. He's right there with Tua. I'd rather Stroud than Tua just because of health history, and I think Houston's a very young on the rise team. Their coordinator seems to be doing a great job with that offense. Sam Howell, then Justin Herbert. Sam Howell, I don't know yet. There's a lot of questions in Washington whether they're going to fire this coach, Rivera. He hasn't won. I think they're going to gut this thing at some point. Just not sure yet. Still kind of feeling out Washington's new ownership. Justin Herbert, man, like I love Justin Herbert, but how many years in a row are the Chargers going to underachieve? Keenan Allen's not getting any younger. Mike Williams is coming off ACL surgery. I'm very familiar with Kellen Moore. I think their head coach is another one that's going to get fired at some point. I don't know how long his leash is there in Los Angeles. So and then Josh Dobbs, believe it or not, is the 10th scoring quarterback in fantasy this year. And then my boy Dak is 11. I'm going to continue that after I open this pack here. All right, little Penn State lineman, Dennis Sutton, Texas running back, Xavier Worthy. Yeah, real nice cards. Just for time, I'm just hammering through them. Ja'Cory Brooks, wide receiver, Alabama. All right, number 11, as I open the pack, I said was Dak Prescott in scoring. I love Dak. I know Dak's got some critics. He's an above-average quarterback that doesn't need a supporting cast around him, which he has in Dallas, and he's going to. As long as they keep that O-line strong, kind of O-line let him down a little bit in Philly. Otherwise, I think he would have had an even bigger game, and Dallas would have won. But long season ahead of us. Russ Wilson's 12th. I think it's a lot of garbage time points, and then a couple decent Denver games. They've gotten a little better as the seasons went along. Long-term outlook, not good there. So as you asked, hey, we like McCarthy. There's a lot of teams that are going to be looking for quarterbacks now or later. Jared Goff, 13. I love Goff. Again, he's kind of like a Dak. He's got to have the team around him. Got to be protected. But when he's got that, he puts up good fantasy productions. And I look at, hey, Detroit's investing in them. They're not going away from Jared Goff anytime soon. So you're going to get a few good years, hopefully, out of Jared Goff. Purdy, I'm not a Purdy guy. I think he's okay. I think he's got a great team around him. So we'll see how long his leash is in San Francisco. It's going to really determine if they can get over the hump in the next couple of years. Mayfield, he's doing all right, man. He's a guy that needs a team around him, but defense is terrible, but they're scoring there. Not really a Baker guy, but what's Tampa Bay going to do in the future is the question. All right, so this is when it starts to get interesting. Burrow and Trevor Lawrence are next. They're both going to rise, especially Burrow. He is on fire right now. 35 points last week, 46 the week before. It's a matter of time. Jordan Love, I think Green Bay needs a quarterback. Derek Carr, I think the Saints need a quarterback, but they might not in position to get one probably right away. Justin Fields, I think the Bears need a quarterback. Matthew Stafford, I mean, are the Rams in for another year? Stafford's playing well. He's injured again, but he needs to get healthy. But he's 35 too. So at some point, the Rams got to find another answer. Mac Jones, I don't think is the answer in New England. Desmond Ridder, I want to talk about Atlanta. I'm like redacted that whole offense. I'm just anti-Atlanta right now, but they do need a quarterback. Seattle needs a quarterback, even though I think they can get by with Geno for a couple of years. And they're a contending team. So I don't see how they can replace him anytime soon unless it's something via free agency. But you're seeing a lot of these teams, there's a chance for McCarthy. Bryce Young's going to be there for a couple of years in Carolina. They got to get more talent around him. Minshew, we know A-Rich will be back with the Colts, and he looked good when he played, man. So bright future there. Pittsburgh needs a quarterback, but they're kind of contending. So, they're probably with Pickett for a couple of years. They've got to figure things out with that offense. Jets need a quarterback. I mean, they'll probably get one more year out of Aaron Rodgers. It's looking like he wants to come back and wants to be there another year. Raiders need a quarterback. Giants desperately need a quarterback. So give me McCarthy, man. Give me any of those guys. I'll watch film a little bit more in depth to kind of give my true stance on where I'm at with these quarterbacks in the offseason and go from there. All right, Ricky White, receiver, UNLV. Another one of those shiny refractors, but it's a linebacker, Jahad Campbell. Alabama. See the shine in that card, man. Again, a little bit more rare. Not numbered, though. And then Johnny Wilson, Florida State wide receiver. So, man, I'm getting all these first rookies. There's guys are going to rise out of here. There's going to be some good value in these cards. I did not score the big autograph stud rookie unless I do in one of these last 4 packs. I'm down to the last 4. Mile High Luke mentioning Drew Lock about to take Geno's job or at least get a shot. I think if he did get a shot, he would do okay in that offense just because they got so many weapons. But I don't think it's all Geno's fault. I think that O-line has really struggled this year, and Geno's the kind of quarterback that can't really overcome it. I don't think Locke could overcome that O-line either. He's got a history of interceptions. I think he's growing in that offense, Locke, and they love him as a number 2, and he's there for a reason. So I don't know if they're going to give him that opportunity unless the bottom really falls out and they need a spark. We'll see what happens in these next couple weeks. Not out of the question, though, that's for sure. Houston quarterback Donovan Smith. Wide receiver Kobe Prentice, Alabama. Beautiful cards, 3 packs to go. Come on, Bowman Chrome, man. Gift me something good here. I got 2 sweet early riser rookies so far. They're probably the best cards in this box, man. McCarthy and Marvin Harrison Jr. Special Carson Beck refractor rookie. We'll see. 3 more packs. I did get 1 Shiloh, the 1955 Chrome throwback. I got 1 number card that I could see, that Johar Jordan, running back of Louisville. All right, next pack. Quarterback Joe Milton, Tennessee. Nothing big here. Next pack, 2 more to go. We're down the stretch. Yeah, I think Geno probably was his career ceiling last year. Unless they could figure out that O-line. If they could figure out that O-line, he comes back next year. JSN's got a year under his belt. We'll see what they do with Tyler Lockett. You got Walker and Charbonnet. They got weapons. Here we go. Not numbered, not an extra shiny refractor, but Marvin Harrison Jr. rookie. Can't get enough Marvin Harrison Jr. cards, right? Keep them coming. Beautiful card there. That's really it for that pack. Jeremiah Hunter, wide receiver, Cal. Last pack, grand finale. Then we'll recap and get ready for week 10. Again, any other questions in the chat, let me know. If anybody has any questions after, follow me at FF Coach Dan on Twitter. Got anything during the week, I'm always glad to answer. Dynasty Theory, we should be back Tuesday night. We're kind of hit and miss during the season because we got Pivot Point. We got our other crew, man, that's rocking it during the week on our Dynasty Theory team. So we got other content always coming. Here we go. Braylon Allen, Wisconsin, Rambling Man. That's a nice shiny one there, man. It's another potential good rookie running back insert. Drew Pine, Arizona State quarterback. But yeah, tune in to Dynasty Theory, man. FF, subscribe, listen. We're empty, man. We're empty, and we're just about out. Shiloh Sanders. 2 autographs. Harold Perkins, Richard Reese. We could have done better, man. We could have done better, Bowman Chrome. That's what you gift me. Makes me want to buy another box just to get a good autograph rookie. That's a little disappointing. But nice Caleb Williams, 55 throwback. Nice and shiny. So I got to find the value on these, man. See how much they're worth. See how I truly did on this box. Thank you, everybody who did tune in, man. We got one more question for the road here. Mile High Luke. 3 Fantasy Pros, FFPC, tourney teams, couple start sits. Start 2, James Conner, Luke Musgraves, Nico, and Mims. Help you with an easy, quick one here. Nico Collins is out this week, man. Unfortunately, that kind of stinks for you because I like Houston's matchup with the Bengals. I think that game is going to be a shootout. So start all the guys on any rosters where you have Bengals or Texans. James Conner, I just want to watch a little bit more this week, see what the reports are. Is he 100% playing? What's his role going to be? Is he going to be on a snap count? Are they going to be careful with him? Atlanta's got a decent run defense, so I might be a little reluctant to go there yet, but if I have to start 2, I would still probably start Conner over Mims. But Denver is coming off the bye week. They're going to have to score points in Buffalo. So maybe Mims over Connor. Luke Musgrave I'd go with. I just think he's the guy. I love Musgrave as a tight end, period. Never mind as a rookie prospect. I think he's going to be, definitely top 12 going into next year, top 10 dynasty. And he's getting 4 or 5 targets a game. They're playing the Steelers. Both Green Bay and Pittsburgh have good run defenses, so they're going to pass in that game. So Luke should get his normal volume and some good production. So Musgrave and Connor, if for some reason we saw he was getting the green light, he is practicing. I just don't know in what capacity and what their plans are right now, Arizona. So that should help, buddy, man. But hey, appreciate you tuning in. Hit me up in the Discord. Hit me up on Twitter. Happy to trade cards, talk football anytime with anybody. Dynasty Theory fam, I love you. Happy Veterans Day to all. Have a great week 10. I hope everybody wins their games. And see you on the next podcast. Peace.